Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is the very first edition of Transport Fever in 2018, or if you prefer 2018. And first off, of course, just hope everyone had a really enjoyable and fun and whatever you needed it to be, a lovely Christmas season, or however you celebrate the end of the year and indeed the turn into the new year. And I hope that your 2018 is going to be full of good things, of promise, excitement, and most of all, satisfaction and rewards for the efforts that you've put in to the new year. And that may include, if you're particularly interested, some small changes to this YouTube channel here. As you'll know if you've watched any of my videos, really, you'll know that I'm not really one for the radical and the dramatic and the extraordinarily different change of tack or whatever. So there'll be a few small changes, I think, and modifications to the channel over this year, and I hope you'll enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. I hope. Anyway, also while I'm here, in terms of thanking and being responsive to you, my lovely viewers, I must thank Mr. Fosforek. If I pronounce that name in any sense accurately or correctly, I hope, and if not, then I do apologise. Mr. Fosforek very kindly commented on a couple of the Transport Fever videos, which doesn't happen a lot. I mean, they don't get many comments, the Let's Play series that is anyway, but it's always great to hear from you. So if you've got anything to say, either positive or high, or suggestions, or even criticisms of the way I'm playing the game, or the routes I've set up, or whatever, it's always great to hear from you, to enhance my experience of the game and hopefully provide a more enjoyable YouTube experience for you as the viewer. And I'll be referring back to Mr. Fosforek a little bit later in the video, hopefully. So if you're watching, hold on, wait out. Something might happen. Anyway, enough of that waffling. A quick review before we get started of where we were after we finished off last episode, which was about 4 or 5 months ago. We're in July now. I think we finished in March in the last episode, and as you can see, that last year, 1960, was a bit of a downer. Pretty much $60 million loss, which is hardly surprising when you consider we spent in the region of, where is it, 124 million on new vehicles, as I was rearranging primarily this end of the business, this whole construction materials and oil cargo chains. Most of it was to do with the Whitchurch Industrial, which used to be known as just Whitchurch Fuel, but that's now hauling slightly less fuel but more construction materials out to Whitchurch and the Northern Hub for onward distribution to other cities. Now, that's making a loss at the moment, which is a bit of a pain because it was one of my more profitable routes previously, but I'm hoping it should get back in. My concern about that, and it is for this sort of side of the map as well in terms of cargo, is the Plymouth construction line, which isn't making a great deal of money. It's had the occasional very good year, but mostly it's just sort of ticking over. And certain now that it's come into competition with the Coventry Hub, or rather Churchill Hub distribution network, which is sending construction materials out here to Coventry and Churchill, it's losing some of its attraction to the construction factory, so it's getting slightly less construction materials to deliver, and hence making not so much money, which is possibly due to a couple of things. One of which is that Plymouth is pretty much supplied with construction materials. There's not an issue there, but the chain going out from here might be too long or convoluted or whatever. So I do have a plan to deal with that. A slightly ambitious and dramatic and possibly reckless plan to address that issue, which may or may not work, or may open up new vistas of profit for me. Who will know? But that's going to be in the second part of this particular episode. First off, though, I want to deal with something which I've been putting off for a little while. It's a situation which has emerged over time, and certainly since I added the line up from Falmouth up here to Thiel. So as you can see, that's proving quite popular. 96 people waiting to come from Thiel down to Falmouth, and Falmouth, of course, having the links to Whitchurch and also the dock, which is the main link into the southern network here. And that is actually proving reasonably popular. That's quite a nice service. And likewise, the old route from Falmouth to Whitchurch, again, they're both single line, single train routes, and I think demand is now such that I can improve that by double tracking and adding a second locomotive or a second train onto those lines. Now, the slight issue with that I've just realised my music is a little high, so I'm going to turn that down again. That was the sound effects, wasn't it? It's this one you want to turn down. Right, sorry if I was a little bit over what's the word I'm looking for? Overridden by the music. Hopefully, I don't need to repeat that part of the video. Anyway, yes. So the unfortunate thing with double tracking here is that both lines feed into this really nice underground station here, which is all well and good, apart from the fact that Transport Fever, well, oops, nearly got it wrong, doesn't have a really good underground sort of system, an underground, what's the word I'm looking for? An underground view or an underground edit. So it always thinks what you're trying to do is on the ground, or it thinks that until unless you're very precise and can get to the underground itself. Now, the issue we've got here is during a play on I did after the last episode, just to see how things worked and see what was possible and just see what changes I might need to make to the network. I did test out the double tracking of these lines and found that my signals here weren't very good. They really messed it up, so I wanted to get rid of them. The only trouble is finding them in underground mode and deleting them. Now, if I'm careful, I might be able to do that. I think there's a signal down there. And if not, I can delete the tracks. I think I've got it. 300. That's it. Yeah, that's one of them. So the other one, where is it? Can I see it anywhere? Does this vegetation, get rid of the vegetation? Is that, where is it? There he is. 300. Gotcha. It is possible. What I was thinking of doing is I could delete those bits of track, and that certainly makes life a little bit easier. Although the game, when you're trying to draw from underground, it does attempt to snap your tracks to either get up to ground level or to any of the roads. But if you're persistent and you keep on and drag it far enough, it does give up and do what you want to do. But if I can get rid of those signals, that makes my life a lot easier. Okay, now, on the understanding that watching someone just double up tracks and add another train onto a route isn't terribly exciting viewing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this section in fast forward mode, high speed, so you can see I'm actually doing the job, just in case anything interesting happens. But I will then come back in full voice and full narration mode to do the dramatic and reckless new freight route that I've got in mind. Anyway, so from me, I will be quiet for a while. I'll turn the music up a little bit again, just so you've got something to listen to, while you watch me double track these lines. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Until then, bye for now. Well, that appears to have worked reasonably well. Both the lines are up and ready. And the train's not quite sure why he's waiting for a free pass. Can he actually... Ooh, I'm right. Can he actually get on... I'm not sure he can get onto the Falmouth line. Oh, maybe he can if that one departs. Oh, I have a suspicion I've used the wrong depot for that one. That's a pain in the posterior, isn't it? I should have used the depot up there. I'm going to send him back to the depot and sell him. And get a new train built up here. That's fine. Okay, right. Oops. Well, I mean, you play these games to make mistakes, don't you? Well, I mean, it appears I certainly do. Right, and it's a top light coach again. And 4 of those. And you can go on the Falmouth field line. You should have a much better... And I always close the train dialogue when I want the train dialogue one to be open. There it is. And our new Whitchurch train. Steaming into Whitchurch. Yeah, again, I think we're slightly larger than they need to be in terms of capacity, but that's fine. Again, this is such a fun set of junctions here. The crossover of the multiple cargo lines and the passenger line. And it does seem to be working. It does seem to be working. Just a glimpse of our latest train, much the same as the old train, into the rather awesome Thiel station. I'm not quite sure what Thiel has done to deserve such an impressive station, but there you go. Okay, and here's the old-fashioned steam train. I love the noises they make. The sound effects in the game are really rather nice. The sound of the trains, you can hear them go clickety-clack over the tracks. The sound of people and announcements in the stations and the docks and the airports and so on. Wonderful. Anyway, we will leave those two to carry on making me money. Actually, just check how much have I... Yeah, we're down again now. We might... No, we're not going to make a profit this year either. Actually, if I leave that running for a second. Okay, now my plan to deal with the slight issues I've got with construction materials is odd and long-winded because of the distribution of industries here. I want to get more construction materials delivered over here for the north, basically. And unfortunately, the only construction material plants I've got are way over here on the west side of the map, which is fine, apart from the fact that all the stone quarries are over here on the east, and more often than not, the southeast. So they're a long, long way away. I could, of course, create construction materials from slag. That means going into steel, and there's a whole other kind of demand chain, which I'm not quite ready to attack. So what I'm thinking of doing is running a huge, or rather long, train line from this quarry here, the other side of Thatcham, probably the furthest east of the entire map. Just wait for the autosave to kick in, thank you very much, and run that up here to the construction materials plant. Now, unfortunately, the stone wagons don't carry construction materials, so I can't get anything on the return journey as far as I can make out. That may change, and then from there we can distribute construction materials to Whitchurch, which should mean the trains here, the Whitchurch industrial line, can carry their, if I pick that one up, can carry their construction materials not to Whitchurch but further on to the northern hub for delivery to the other towns and cities on that side of the map. That's the plan. So should we get on with it? I'm going to stick this in pause for a moment because I don't trust things not to go wrong. Okay, now the issue we've got, we can get a fairly good train track along there, which I think is fairly flat. Yeah, it's going to cut through Thatcham, which I think is okay, but I will want to connect Thatcham up to the passenger network. An alternative actually is to use ships. Or could I do that? Or I could use trucks like I've done in Plymouth and deliver them there. Actually, I really should make my mind up as to what I want to do before I start. I've got half a plan in mind and then I start recording and all of a sudden everything changes. Right, so what we need is a plan. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take trains all the way through. And I think I might have the cargo line. What's the kind of cost? We're going to keep it electric because I think electric at the moment are the fastest trains we've got, and we'll want this one to be quite fast. There's a bit of a tunnel there, and then it gets... that's not... we could go out. So rather than cutting through Thatcham, I might actually do that, I think. Or do I want to? If I cut through Thatcham, a bit like that. That's not too bad actually. I'm losing 2 buildings. I'm going to chop some of those roads up, but that's not a big deal. I'll probably want... well, I will want to double track this at some point, but not necessarily. I will, because we'll want more than one train on a line this long, certainly. So could I double track that through there? Possibly. Might need to lose another building. But Thatcham is not developed yet, so these buildings will be quite cheap. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut through the middle of Thatcham. Yeah, I am that reckless. However, yeah, you see, by running the rail over the road, I've got a stupid bit of dip in the track, which we don't need or want. That's better. We'll have one there as well, and I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but we'll get rid of that as well. I mean, I do have the money to spare. Only 80 million though at the moment, so that might change. Right, that's coming out of there. Should be okay, I think. Can I actually? Oh, it's getting rid of too many. I'm going to leave that. That is a bit of a bump. Now, can I make that? I don't want to delete all these buildings if I can avoid it. Okay. There you go. Okay, so that track should now be flatter and straighter. Does that mean I can put in actually a wider road there? Where's my medium streets? That's my medium street. Can I upgrade you? I can. And carry you on over there. Too much slope? Give me a break. There's no slope there. What are you talking about? Oh, maybe there is. Will flattening it out make life any easier for anybody at all? Probably not, but you never know. It's road we're talking about, wasn't it? There we go. To be honest, I'm not going to worry about that now. They can deal with that later. Right, so we're going to want a station here. It's going to have to be a fairly long one. I think 240. We're going to make it high speed. Catenary, yes. And and I think 2 tracks, just in case. I probably don't need 2 tracks, but that's going to go in there, I think. Will that work? Where's me? That's roughly lined up, isn't it? Very roughly. Can I connect that? We don't need expensive road here, we just need it connected. Just about. Okay, and okay, so he's not actually in range. Oops. That was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? What if we take him the other side? He probably works better over here, doesn't he? Bit of a longer journey, but what the heck. Again, where am I lining that up to? It's a bit of a bend on this side of the quarry, but we're going to have to live with that, I think. We'll take that there. This is much closer to the entrance. Yay! Result! Okay, we'll call this one Thatch and Quarry, because that's what it is. Okay. And our track. Okay. We will run that into there. That's not too bad. We'll take that. That's fine. Now, where's this having to go? All the way over there. So, if we... I've lost track. Oh, there it is. If we keep along this sort of edge of the hill here, we should be okay. Or do we want to start moving up to here-ish? Because this nasty little business down here, isn't there? Oh, we've got the flight path for the aircraft as well coming in there. Oh, this gets more and more issues to consider on this. Actually, I could do with a second track on that line as well. That's quite popular, I think. That's the Falmouth to sorry, the Whitchurch to Felixstowe. If we're going to that one, I think we will go fairly high up. I think, and then come in here. Does that make sense? I have no idea. No idea at all. Right. We need to get rid of you. We don't want that affecting the integrity, is the word I'm looking for. The integrity of our rail line. So I think that's got a bit of a tunnel in there. That's fine. Let's get rid of that bit of road as well. And some of these roads, yeah, I'm not getting a flashing icon to say I've upset anything, so it's only industry. What does that matter? It's not passengers. Passengers are what you worry about when it comes to disconnecting roads. So that's looking good. That's nice and straight. Yep, that's fine. We don't mind a little bit of a tunnel going through there. And we're coming around here. So we have an issue with this line here, which is our Felixstowe refinery up into Felixstowe itself. Can I And we've got the passenger line as well there. We've got lots of intersecting things going on here. Can I actually... I can... Ooh, that works quite well actually. Doesn't it? We're getting a nice speed. Oh, that's because of the bridge type. I don't want that bridge. That bridge should work better. Yeah. Apparently we can't go 186 across a bridge. Oh well. So we use the same bridge type as we've used there? I think we will. Just for that. Okay, so that takes me there. So I can cross over onto that. Let's take that for now. And we're going over here. And you can't do that. If I delete this little bit here, oh, what's it? Oh, no, 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 it's connecting to the underground. You don't want to do that. No, connect to the rail track. I have no idea what it's trying to do. That's better. Okay. So that's what we're trying to do here. Yeah, I think if we stick along this middle section here, we should be reasonably good in terms of speed. That's looking fine. Okay, now if we double track this, we can do that. Okay, and can we then double track this going back the other way? We can. Awesome. Right, now that will need signalling, and I'm sure I can work it out, he said positively. Right, so you're going across there. Oh, this is looking quite straightforward, isn't it? Remarkable. So we're going to get rid of a bit of road around here. Now, hopefully the plane at this point is reasonably high up, so I'm not going to worry too much about it colliding with the train, which is what it can do, which is why I've dug all this, excavated all this land here. So we need to get rid of a bit of road here. Now, these are main connections, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is the one we're connecting to. I think we'll want to have a straight through here, won't we? Okay, so cargo one. Okay, we'll make it to 40, high-speed catenary, that's fine. If we do it somewhere around here, actually if we just take that road out, and I can attach the station to the stub of it there, stump of it. Stub or stump? I'm not quite sure actually. And I probably ought to be in a better zoom mode than that to actually connect this up. There we go. Where am I going? Over here. Yeah, I don't really want that to be raised if I can help it. So if that can keep to a minimum level, or in fact even dig into the ground. That's digging a bit much, perhaps. Oh, that's interesting actually. Yeah, that will work, I think. Yes, a tunnel. So there's no risk of it actually colliding with aircraft or whatever. that's okay, and I should, yeah, be able to bring it back to ground, above ground. Although it's quite a long tunnel actually. In time for the station. Ooh, that is cutting it a bit fine actually. Can I bring it above ground? No. That's the best I can do. Was that tunnel such a great idea? I'm not entirely sure. He's going down a fair bit. If we truncate it a little bit. That's better. Yeah, so it's not quite so long. I'm further from the station, so I should be able to. Yeah, that's good. All I'm interested in there really, I mean, it doesn't affect the routes themselves, the vehicles themselves, but actually having visually and aesthetically having planes flying through trains or trains ploughing through planes is a little unsightly, and it sort of upsets you aesthetically, doesn't it? Right, so where's this cargo station going to go? I think, which way do we want to tip it? I think if we tip it a little bit, just a little bit that way, it should be okay. Maybe not so much, because I don't want too much. Actually, curving as you're approaching stations isn't too big an issue, is it? Is that close enough? Let's hope so. Let's put the road back in before we do too much replumbing, just to make sure. Nope, that's better. That's correct. Excellent. Well, that's not too bad at all. Okay, so that, have I got a, yes I have got a station at that end. That's our new stone line. Remarkable. And I think I can use I could probably use trucks perhaps to deliver here to Whitchurch. I'll probably use a train to go up to Thiel and beyond. But yeah, that's looking good, I think. So we'll call this a new line. Should we make it that lovely white colour? Who knows? Where's the station? Over to this one here. Can you see it? Just about. Yeah. That will do, I think. So where's that going? So we'll call this Northern Stone. What should I'm lost for words. Express, because it's going to have to go quite fast. Right, now. Oh, there's another little mod I saw which quite appealed to me. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to double track this here. In fact, can I do that all the way to the station? There we go. Stick a little crossover switch in there. There. And some lights. Notice I'm using the UK or the British modded lights for this. As you saw earlier, they're a little bit more difficult to place, as you know. I've said this before, but they are more accurate, which is a good thing. Okay, and we'll have our kind of not really realistic, but I don't care. Release signal there. That's fine. Actually, should we double track this all the way up while I'm here? While I'm in the mood, let's get this all the way up there. Where is it? There it is. I was about to mention a modded depot, which I might as well use here. I'm not quite sure where else I would place it, but it looks really cool, and to make it work I want to place it in or close to a town. It has that kind of look, that kind of aesthetic, so I'll place it kind of in Thatcham, but for that I needed the have I got the double tracking wrong on here? Oh, botheration. Always doing that. Oh dear. Right, so we won't do that bit. We will cancel all this. Okay. And oh, we've still got quite good speed. That's fine. There probably is a protocol, a system you can employ, which means you're always on the right side of the track. You never get confused as to whether you're laying the right or left hand side of the track. I have yet to discover such a method. But, okay, so we're going out here. What's the betting I got the station on the other side as well? Oh well. And I did too. Oh, the man's an idiot. He really is. He really shouldn't be let loose. I'm really hoping that this route, among the other, as well as the others, continue to make money. Otherwise, this is going to be very sorely and disappointing. All right, this has got slopes and bends. So how's the easy is this going to be? We'll do that. Well, actually quite straightforward. I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting that. Oh yeah, that's right. And on this side, there you go. Right, so that looks all lined up. Yeah, we'll need to address the signalling issues around there. Yeah, I'm sure that's realistic. But let's get some trains on here. We've got the line. So the depot I was looking at, will it appear here? Train depot. Yes, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, it is a monster. It describes itself in the workshop as a big depot. I have a suspicion it does. I'm not quite sure whether does it do trucks as well. I'm not sure. Oh heck! Right. So where does it work? Oops. There you are. Oh, there are two depots here. Obviously, there's an entrance there. And on this side there's an entrance there. No, they appear to be right. I think, yeah, this is the entrance. Okay, that is actually a little bit bigger than I expected. So I'm not sure if that will really work here. Or could it? Well, I'm so tempted put this in. It really is overkill for this station, but if I get any other depots, but they're funky up. We've used them all before. Because Thatcham's a new town, and it's kind of, I don't know. So we don't really want a depot up there. We've got a little depot there. Oh, for goodness sake, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's get it in the game. Right, so we're going to need to delete some of this road, I think, because that's getting in the way. That's probably another main connection erased. It's the depot here that we want. Well, let's hope I get this the right way around. There's a bit of a slope there, isn't there? So, actually, do we need to... I think if I get rid of this, so we don't actually need that dip, do we? That was there because of the roads we had in there to start with. Can I smooth this out somewhat? Okay, that's looking reasonably good. It's cutting through a little bit, but that shouldn't be too much, I hope. I think it's less than it was before. So let's take that. And let's see if we can get our depot in here. Or would it be better on... No, I think out here, that's fine. Because you've got an industrial plant up there. You get kind of, yeah, that all sort of fits. We could link it into that road there. Okay. Was that electric? I didn't even check. Catenary, yes, that's fine. Okay. That looks like a... Oh, it's got rows at either side, doesn't it? Oh, it does. It has a cargo... Oh, it's a cargo station on it. Oh, I say, right. This is more than I was expecting. So... now he's confused. Could he actually place it the other way around? Because that looks like a depot there, doesn't it? Yes. Let's delete that again. So can we? If we were to switch that around the other way, that does... I mean, the symbol was for a cargo station, wasn't it? Definitely. I'm sure it was. So if we switch that around like that, this could be the Thatcham cargo station as well as the depot. Except getting... Does it look better there? Oh, I'm really not sure now. Let's try that. Okay, also we've got depots there. That's fine. We're not going to use that one. We'll use this one. It looks like we've got a freight station in there. I'm not sure how we... Oh, this is going to be fun. Do I need to move that further out so I can get trains there? Thatcham, I am proper confused now by this. I'm sorry. I really wasn't expecting it to be this Perhaps I should have tried this before I attempted to put it into the game. Right. No, we're going to delete it again. I mean, putting it in there and deleting it doesn't cost me that much, but reforming the terrain probably is costing me a small fortune. What if we were to attempt to actually plug that into the line? Does that make any sense at all to anybody? Is it actually a functioning cargo station? Can I do that? Now if I stick this out here, then it's going to slow trains up in one direction or the other. But am I worried about that? Because the sheer beauty of the thing is just so impressive. Okay, so we'll have the depots out of town. They're the ones up there, aren't they? I am so keen to put this in here. I really, really am, as you can probably tell. So let's, if I stretch them out there. Is that too close to the town? Yes, it is. I need to be about there. Well, that looks about right. Remarkable. Ooh, just a little bit more. Okay, let's just place it in here and hope for the best. There. And it's going to come out there. And we need somehow to do that. What do you mean duplicate? Don't be silly, it's not duplicate at all. Can I not get that to switch? There you go. That will take off. It is not a duplicate segment. Not quite sure what this game thinks I'm trying to do, but it's not that. No, we don't want that, we want the bulldozer. There you go. Don't be silly, of course it's possible. I'm not quite sure why it's worried about collisions there. Too much slope. I suppose there is a bit of a slope there, isn't there? The game is right. Back a bit further. Okay. Right. The line still works. That is mighty impressive. And can you actually add that? It seems to want to. It seems okay with it. That's remarkable. But it is a very small station, really. So we're not going to do that. What I wanted to do was put a train on here, and we will buy a train. It's going to be a fast electric. Actually, what have I got in the diesel line? These. Oh, I was hoping to use the 37 in this episode, but I'm not going to. Well, I'm afraid I have to. I kind of changed my mind, didn't I? That's 99. That's quite powerful. 3850148. Oh, this is even better. Disguise it as a passenger train. There's a passenger loco. This one's heavy freight. That's 11 million. But it's slow. Powerful but slow. This one's a bit faster. Not quite as powerful though. I'd like to get 80 something miles an hour. That one looks quite good. That one's... which one was it? It was that one, wasn't it? Let's try this one. Okay, so what we're taking is freight, and we need, for carrying stone, we need a hopper type thing, don't we? Oh, have we got any good ones of these? These are all rather... oh, they all go... they're not going fast either. That's 75. Actually, there is a hopper coming at the end of the year, I think. There's a new set of hoppers coming in. Yeah, no, these don't take stone. No, we're too slow. Okay, what we'll do, we'll sell that for the moment. We'll run the game on so it hits the year end. In the meantime, we'll set up a new route. Where's me? I've lost the other station in this route. Where is it? There it is. Right. So if we set up the delivery of stone then from here to Whitchurch. Where do we need to go in Whitchurch for stone? That's industrial, isn't it? So we could deliver it. Should we deliver it there? That's cool. Okay. Oh, that's good. We're not crossing any rail tracks. Let's run the game on again. We don't need to be terribly fast. That will do. Oh, that's dreadful. That's a bit better. Okay, that works for me, I think. So we need a new cargo stop. Oh, that's a point. It's the same. Is it the same symbol? Well, we've got this funky new one, but no, we won't put that one in here. We've got the straight through again. I like the straight through. We'll use the standard base game one. So are you lighting up the station? I think you are. We'll put it on this side, shall we? It's difficult to tell. Yes, he is lighting up the station. If we make him closer yet, we can be absolutely certain of that. There you go. Okay, and if we've got a depot down here, we have. There we are, a new hopper. and lots of new locos. Right, we'll get back to our train in a moment. Let's pause for a second. Actually, let's check our bank balance. Oh, we only lost we lost just under £1 million last year. That is impressive, actually. Our income went up by 12 million last year. Ooh, that's impressive. So if all this works, we're going to be rolling in money. We're going to be rolling in it. Okay, so what road vehicles do we have? We've still got these old Blitzes. The only ones that carry stone, I think, aren't they? Yeah. So we will buy... Oh, we need a line, don't we, really? 1, 2, 3, that's 6 of those. We'll take 6 to start with. We'll set a line and make it a new line. It's going to go from there to there. And it will be Whitchurch Construction. Okay. We've already got trucks down there which deliver the construction material to the other parts of the industrial zone, so we should be fine for that. Right, let's see if this thing actually works. So we've got in a depot, we've got in a train. Let's get rid of all this. We're going to go in electric. Or can we go? What's the new diesels? Oh yeah, these are fast and powerful. I could have used one of those if only I'd waited. But we've electrified the line now, so let's stick with that, shall we? What's our latest electric one? That was not bad, actually. It's a brand new loco, 93. That's quite a good pattern. It's only 9.35. We'll have one of those. Thank you very much. And the freight, what's our new hopper look like? Where are you? Oh, 62 miles an hour. No. Well, these go 75, but they carry a lot less. I'm afraid I want speed on this one. I do. Yeah. Actually, that one carries 8. This one carries 10 at 75. We're going to do this is a GWR one as well, which is fine. So we're going to buy. Now that's 10. These look tiny next to the logo, don't they? What am I doing? Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40. We'll stick 10 on there to start with, then we'll clone that. And we will set them all to go to, what did I call it? Northern Stone Express. And here he is coming out of this fabulous. This is an awesome model. The full credit to whoever created this. This looks so impressive. I just hope it works. And there he goes. Yeah, they do look, yeah, I need a lot more wagons on there. We will increase that, I think, as time goes by. And seeing as a depot is bang in the centre of the route, it should be easy to upgrade them. Right, yeah, the link to this mod on the workshop will be in the description of the video and also added to my Steam collection. I'm going to leave that. Oh, one thing I forgot to do, and this is as requested by Mr. Phosphorek. He ordered a train, or asked for a train, to be named the Phosphorus Express, and this, I'm not sure it's the fastest train, but it's going to be one of the most impressive, going through an impressive line here. We'll call this one it. So I hope you approve of that selection, and we'll keep an eye on that one. With any luck, he'll be making me lots of money. So thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this slightly odd little episode. Well, actually probably quite a long episode by now. If you've enjoyed it, do leave us a like. If you've any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, criticisms, whatever, please do just add a note in the comments box below. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know as soon as I add any more videos to the channel. I'm sorry, just I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, and as you know, that's difficult for me sometimes. So there we are. And I will see you next time for another Transport Fever. But from me, Ajaxpost, until the next time, bye bye for now.